Here we go, first ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a game started and hearing the sound of leather on willow.
Wait there. Yep.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Beaten on the drive.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Middle that one, great timing.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yes.
That's off the middle of the bat.
It was a very, very good shot, presenting a straight bat, simple execution and back past the bowler.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. Duplessis comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Taken! Yeah! A really good one too.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yeah.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Oh, misses everything.
Nice.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Heaved away off the back foot, sweetly timed.
Over. The Royal Challengers are 32 for 2.
Yep.
Nicely played.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
Barely seemed to hit it, and it's gone over the rope.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play. That was a tremendous delivery. It fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Take that. Pivoted onto the back foot and launched it for 6.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Right off the middle of the bat.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again. That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yeah.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Good bit of timing there.
A fantastic shot off the back foot, really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yeah.
Flew away with pace, brilliant timing.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot, gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer. There'll be one run here for them.
Right.
Couldn't get it through the field. Gave them very little in that over, one run added. The Royal Challengers are 90 for 2.
Yes.
Well placed, should get a single.
Well bowled.
Totally beaten by the change of pace on that delivery. Very unlucky not to take the wicket.
Right.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Maxwell shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Huge appeal.
Well bowled.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky not to chip it straight to the fielder.
Nice bowling.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Just the one run off the over. The Royal Challengers are 91 for 2. The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle. There'll be runs here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Bola, bola.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Doesn't bother with the bat, just pad.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Yes.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end. Timed that brilliantly.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Right.
Gone! Brilliant diving catch. They made it look so easy.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Wait on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Waiting.
7 runs added there. The Royal Challengers are 104 for 3.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Got that away nicely.
And that brings up the half century for this batsman.
Haven't wasted a lot of deliveries, played some big shots, mixed in with good smart cricket, and they've reached 50.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Whipped away nicely through the leg side, elegant as ever, and picking up good runs.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Great shot, great timing.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Strong appeal.
It's another wicket, the 4th now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
For 4.
Ahmed won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Shepherd from the north end. Nice shot.
That was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Beaten on the drive.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Yep.
Ahmed ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Confident appeal. Could it be? Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Catch it. Yeah.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Keeper's in.
Good return there, back from the deep. And with that, they're off the mark.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat. Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yeah. Yep, yep. Yep.
Six runs added in that over. The Royal Challengers are 134 for 4. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end. Stumping! Oh!
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Yeah, yeah.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
Great shot. A little bit in the air, but one bounce and a 4. Maybe a little lucky not to find the fielder.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Got all of it, and for 6.
That was a slow ball and it didn't fool anyone. Got it perfectly off the bat and timed beautifully.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
End of the over. The Royal Challengers are 145 for 4. Myers, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yep. Keepers.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait. Yep.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Willie, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Yes.
Super shot.
Good throw from the deep, on target. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Straight to the fielder. There'll be one run here for them.
Wait.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Catch it. Yes. What is that?
Good bit of timing there.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Great shot.
This is where they can be so good because they were so quick to get back and onto this.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yeah. No.
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Royal Challengers are 165 for 5. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. well placed, should get a single.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Beautiful slower ball. No contact at all. That was just too good.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Myers shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
That was a slower delivery. Played too early and straight through to the keeper.
14 runs added there. The Royal Challengers are 179 for 5. Shepherd into the attack now from the north end. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Well, this is why you need to be so precise as a bowler. Didn't do much wrong, but it's been hammered for 4 anyway.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Well bowled.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
A real beauty, just times it so well.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Well bowled.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Nice bowling.
Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Yeah.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice. Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Wait. Yes.
Nice shot, runs possible. There's a chance if this hits.
Yes. Keeper. Yeah.
Perfectly timed.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Nice bowling.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Well bowled.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Catch it. Yep.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Those types of deliveries, if you make the most of them, the bowler will feel the pressure.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Big shout! Height may be a factor as we head upstairs. I think it might just be going over.
Was there an edge? This could be trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Pitching in line. Just a case now of if it's hitting the stumps. Certainly no issue with the line.
A brilliant decision to review. They bat on. Nice shot.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Great shot.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing, lovely front foot shot that has raced to the boundary.
12 runs added there. The Royal Challengers are 209 for 5.
Yes.
Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there.
Yes.
on, played all around it.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. They'll get at least one.
Patel gets off the mark.
Yep. Bowler!
Got that away nicely.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 219 for 6. Going with spin now.
Spinner is coming on to ball.
Wait on!
Can't get that outside the ring field. Stumping! Oh!
You can't skip down the pitch and then do a complete air shot. How that isn't a stumping, I'll never know.
Waiting!
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Down the wicket, misses!
Nice bowling.
Well, it was an almighty heave coming down the wicket. We might never have found it if they'd connected.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is!
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Got all of it, and for 6.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
And the innings comes to an end. The Giants will need 232 runs.